Welcome to Web Design Wednesday. Today we're going to create a lead magnet for a funnel. And the purpose of a lead magnet is usually as one of the entry steps of a funnel, and it's in a series of events that we want a prospect to take. The lead magnets are usually designed to create authority and to give value before you can ask people to take a bigger step, such as paying for something. And oftentimes a lead magnet will lead to an invite to a training or scheduling a webinar. And this is one of the most challenging parts that people run into with a funnel. And so I'm going to walk you through this step by step. We're going to be using ChatGPT to create the lead magnet, and then we're going to format it using a publishing tool. You can use any tool that you like. You could use Canva, Microsoft Publisher. I'm going to use something called Swift Publisher on the Mac. We're going to download cover art and basically, make this look pretty before we generate the PDF. And let's dive right on in. So we're going to start with ChatGPT, and my experience is in marketing and web design, so I'm going to be a marketing agency, and the lead magnet I'm going to create is going to help people with marketing. So I'm going to instruct ChatGPT here to say, as the owner of a marketing agency, you need to create a lead magnet for a free webinar. The lead magnet will contain the 10 most important steps a small business should take to attract customers. Let's see what ChatGPT produces. Here we go. Content generation. Let's start with the 10 most important steps that you would recommend. Please identify the step and provide a short sentence describing it. And there we go. We've got defining your target audience, crafting compelling value propositions, building a strong online presence. So we're going to take these 10 and we're going to put these into the publishing tool. So we're going to, these sound great to me, and what we're going to do is start with, let's see, we're going to take a background photo. So we're just going to say, we're going to pexels.com, and we're going to type in marketing and see what kind of images come up. Okay, so we've got some great images here. And I think we want to pick one that has, let's see if we can find one with kind of a darker background. Let's see. Oh, further up we might. I think this one is probably fine. And so you can see this image is now in the downloads folder. So now we can go over to our publishing software, and we're going to create a new document. And we're going to do just a blank portrait style page. And now what I'm going to do with the image is I'm going to switch to the background layer, because I want this image to be the background of my lead magnet. And then I'm going to drag that over, and it's not large enough, so we're going to drag the corner, and then let's see, and so it goes off the screen. We're going to grab the I'm going to undo that because the aspect ratio is getting deformed. And let's see, one of the keys on the Mac allows us to maintain. So if we hold the shift, nope, that's not it. maybe it's the Option key. Yeah, the Option key. If you hold the Option key while dragging, it actually preserves the aspect ratio. Well, let's see. This is going to get a little trickier. I may have to change the magnification so that I can make this the full height. There we go. And then we can position that a little bit there so that it covers the whole thing. Then we're going to return it back to its size. And I want to edit this image so that it's faded. So we're going to, so I right-clicked to edit the image, and then we're going to go down to the transparency, and then we're going to increase that transparency, and you can see it getting more and more faded, and that way whatever text we put on top of it is going to be visible. So here we go, and then we're going to switch to the front. Let's see, layer. We're going to go back to the foreground now, and we're going to add a text box, and we're going to say 10 steps to marketing. And this is just super generic. You're going to want to spend a little more time. For the sake of this video, you'd probably want to be putting in more than the 3 or 4 minutes that we're spending here. We're going to increase the size. Let's make the box a little bit bigger. And you can change fonts. The title font should be different from the body, just as a design technique. So let's see if we can change the actual typeface. So we'll make this a serif font. Just so that it looks a little bit nicer. I'll make that bigger as a title. And then we're going to add the text box where we're going to put our ChatGPT content. So we're going to switch back over to ChatGPT, and we're going to grab this. And I like to put this into a separate tool where I can paste it and remove all of the formatting codes, because when you copy and paste from one program to the next, sometimes it brings over what are called escape values and or metadata, and so we want this to be a little bit different. You notice it loses the numbered formatting, so we're going to want to put that back in, and then I like to add a space. So we're preparing this a little bit before we put it into our program. Oops. Then we're going to copy and paste this whole thing over to the publisher tool. And there it is. And so now we can, from here we can make it a little more attractive. We can increase the font size. You can see that it kind of stretches to expand to fill the area, so we can make this box a little bit taller so it's easier to read. You could put some contact info down at the bottom or a website, and then we're going to make this big enough that all the content fits. Move that up a little bit, and then we're going to make this bold. So I highlight it, and then I'm hitting Command B, it would be probably Control B on a PC. You see how that style is coming in, and it's going off the screen a little bit, so we're going to have to make the font smaller in a second. But in the meantime, and we're going to make that highlight it all. I'm going to just make it, let's make it 13.5. There we go. And so now with our lead magnet, we're going to go to export, and PDF is already selected, so then we can literally select my own site, and then we're going to call it lead magnet. And then if we go to that lead magnet, let's see. And we'll go to this folder here, and you've got your lead magnet right here. So we can double click on that lead magnet, and there it is. So now you have a professional lead magnet that you can give away as your opt-in.